Nazim Sadykhov versus Nikolas Motta. I would be lying to you if I didn't say that this was a heart-wrenching breakdown for me right here, because I'm a big fan of both of these guys. But Nikolas Motta, man, you gotta love the story, you gotta love the persona, you gotta love the Viking mentality, even though he's a Brazilian, right? A crusader, a man who marauds, who goes across the world. He was just in China, where he had to go rack up a victory. Now he said, I'll go to Azerbaijan, I don't care. I'm gonna fight a dude who's a minus 440 favorite in Sadykhov, a dude who's cleaner fighter, a dude who realistically, man, I mean, I think has big prospects in this division right here in Sadykhov. Now, the question is going to become, what is this matchup per se? Is this a firefight with Nikolas Motta just looking to throw big bombs, land that left hand? Or is this going to be a very technical fight with Sadykhov looking to counter-strike, mix in a little bit of grappling, do a little bit of everything? How do you see it?
I think it's going to lean more towards the Sadykhov technical striking. I mean, you're fighting Nikolas Motta. You're going to be in a dogfight regardless. It's one of the reasons we like him so much. And if Sadykhov isn't able to be technical, isn't able to keep that distance, Motta might run away with this fight right here. But I do think the skill level of both of them and the promise both have in their own respective rights, I think this one's going to be a little bit longer of a fight leading towards that technical style.
Yeah, I mean, this is also one of those fights for Nikolas Motta, one of the few fights as of late where he's not the significantly smaller guy. Like, he's on pace, on average size with Sadykhov right here. The last two, Mahashate is a super long, lanky dude, and Tom Nolan, who's just a monster in the division, decisioned Mahashate and knocked out Tom Nolan for a huge upset right there. I think, though, AJ, the best version of Nikolas Motta is the version that throws 2, 3, 4 shots on one committed go right there. The Nikolas Motta that we've seen that throws 1, 2 pot shots and just kind of plays that game, I don't think he wins this fight. I think you have to disrupt it, and as he had mentioned, if it goes technical, it's probably Sadykhov. So you got to make it ugly right here. What can he do to do that? Because the thing about Sadykhov that I like the most is he's super clean counter-striking in the pocket. He uses that that modified MMA shoulder roll very well. I don't know how much you want to shoulder roll against a dude throwing bombs like Nikolas Motta, but he sits in that pocket, rolls, and then gives his back, punches and bunches back. So that's why I think that this could go firefight while being technical at the same time, which is like fight of the night performance. We love it. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. That would be fight of the night performance, Derek. If you're looking for a Motta path to victory right here, I was literally with you on the same plane, Derek. Play the range game at first, right? Let Sadykhov think we're going to be technical in here. Blitz in on those counters once you see an opening. Throw those combos, throw with that heavy heat, right? Hopefully he does shoulder roll into a hook, and then glide out. And then just rinse, wash, repeat, keep it going, stay at range, stay safe, blitz in, get close, and then glide on out. If Nikolas Motta can do that, and like you said, that chaos right there will be a firefight, we will have a very interesting night and a very exciting fight on our hands.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And this is interesting too because the over is set at 1.5 on this one as well, and over is minus 155. So there is a little bit of juice for the under on this one, which I can see a finish happening early in this one. One, because Sadykhov is a really great downhill striker, and what I mean by that is when he gets you corralled against the cage, he unloads. Like, he hips fully into his shots. This is not just let me just give you a little something. This is bad intentions type striking. But Motta, on the other hand, man, if you hit Sadykhov with the proper blitz, one thing I have noticed from watching tape is that he backs up in a straight line when he gets pressured too heavily. Motta, if you could land the leaping Iron Mike left hook, call it the Iron Motta, we'll see it, you know what I mean? If you could land one of those, it could be lights out right here. But yeah, that's really the big X's and O's right there. Do you got anything else on this one?
Those are the big X's and O's, Derek. It's in a lot of these fights, especially with how talented these kind of fighters are, it really does come down to how the prep went into fight week, because they got to be adjusted, they got to be going forward. If we see a dog fight, mark your count or mark the fight, folks. This could be fight of the night. This one's going to be exciting. I'm taking Sadykhov. I mean, I see this one as well going longer. So whether you're rocking with an over and under, I like the over 1.5 right here. I see a decision probably, but I mean that knockout's always on the table with both of these fighters.
Yeah, like I said, this was a heart-wrenching film study for me. I'm going to roll with Sadykhov money line right here. I do like the over 1.5. I think that he's going to respect the power of Motta, which is going to draw this fight out a little bit longer. And I think it really comes down to this is an output game. The guy with more output is probably going to win. And historically, the trends are Sadykhov is landing almost 5 significant strikes per minute. There we go, something like that. Yeah, and Nikolas Motta at about 3.5 right there. So I think Motta could change the game with one shot, but we're going to go with Sadykhov on this one. And yeah, let's keep it pushing. Let's go to the next one, brother. All right, man.